Well, welcome back, and in part 5 of our ongoing Combiner Wars Titan Class Devastator series, we're going to review the big, bad, tough bruiser of the bunch, Long Haul. Long Haul, why are your arms out? I want to fly. You can't fly. You're a dump truck. I'm a bird. Okay. But I'm just saying, I don't think that these work as wings. But let's see what does and doesn't work with them when we review Voyager class, Constructicon, Long Haul. Well, ladies and gentlemen, and I have to be honest here, I was anxious, so I just saw how these pieces fit into his back. I'm not going to deal with them now at all, but they are part of what we are marching toward, which is the Perfect Effects PC07 Combiner Wars Titan Class Devastator Upgrade Kit. We are marching toward doing a review of that. But let's stay focused on the bot at hand, and we can put these back in. I'm starting them out in truck mode. Unlike the other ones, we will still do the transformation, but we're going to end up putting them in torso mode. And to be a torso of Devastator, it's easier to do it from robot. He rolls like a champ, but there is virtually no clearance down here. He can hold all of the other Combiner Wars pieces, as a dump truck should, doing dump trucky things. But let's take these out of it. We've already looked at them. Let's take these out of it. We've already looked at them. Let's take this out of it. We already looked at that gun piece. I think we already looked at that gun piece. If not, it's Mixmasters. It's, I don't know, it's a nice chess piece, nice Decepticon symbol. I don't really see it as a gun. And we looked at this. Maybe this is who I had given to Mixmaster. I'm not even sure. And this is the gun that I give to this guy. It's the biggest gun. It's going to be part of Devastator's main weapon. It's a gun. It has a little peg right here. It fits in his hand. It is what it is. Paint apps in truck mode. He looks like Long Haul. In robot mode, I can show you some of it here. I love the green. I love the purple on the hands. I love the... I can lift it up here and show you the back of his thighs. I love the silver on the thighs. Paint apps for this guy as a whole. The head sculpt is brilliant when we get to it. Paint apps for this guy as a whole, 10. He gets 10 for paint apps. Posability, playability, well, we'll get into that. Let's get into transformation first. You got to unhook him from kind of everywhere. And you would say, hey, well, that's fine, you unhook him, that's great. But I, in the process, have stressed and pretty much damaged this section here. That's going to hurt his transformation mark because it should be like this one over here. Now, it doesn't really affect him, he still transforms fine. It's just unfortunate that it happened at all. So we take that out. Then we bring the whole section up and over the top. And when we bring it all up and over the top, I guess we can bring these arms out first. When we bring out the arms and then bring this all up and over the top, it will lock in. We can fold this piece down and we can flip out that beautiful, brilliant head sculpt. And then we can, leave these out, really. Leave his arms out. His arms are done, in my opinion, and I'll explain why I'm not doing anything else with them in a minute. Before we lock this piece in, we will swivel him at the waist and listen to that ratchet joint. Ooh, baby. It will be the waist of Devastator later on. We flip out a foot. We flip out a foot. And here he is in robot mode, and if we want, we can even put his gun, I guess, in his hand. There you go. This brings us to the posability, playability mark. Well, I already showed you how he rolls in vehicle mode. The head is a tight ball joint that goes right around. Maybe it's a mushroom peg. It doesn't really look up. It looks down, but he's going to look down to his own chest, and I mean that's not really right. Shoulders go out a little bit. Nothing to write home to mom about. They can, however, go right around 360. His arms don't really bend in. They certainly don't bend up at the elbow. Big weakness. They can do this, but like, is that, is that menacing? Are you afraid? Seeing him come to you, are you afraid? I'm not. I think that's stupid, but it's part of transformation, and it is what it is. He does have a waist joint, but you need to unpeg his back here, and I already done that. Nice clicky waist joint. He has. Let's get this up. Let's get this out of his hand. He has nice 90-degree knee bend right there. Ankle tilts, all to pieces. If you. I mean, maybe he's a ballerina. Maybe long haul's a ballerina. He can go forward. He can go back. The hip skirt pieces for Devastator bend up to allow that. He can go out to the side, but here's the thing. This side, beautiful. Nice ratchet. This side, it's a very harsh, tight ratchet. In the end, I gave him a 10 for paint-ups. Posability, playability, kind of like Scavenger, he gets a 7. He gets a 7 because of the terrible arm limitations and because of that hip ratchet over here that's just plain making me nervous. So we have a 10 and a 7. Last part of transformation, and his transformation to this was pretty easy, it was pretty fluid, but we did of course have that piece broken off. Transformation into torso mode. Well, we go down with the head, no problem. These shoulders we bring up, and as you bring them up, there's a little black hole in here that will go in over that piece. Fortunately on this side, as I bring it up, it can't really go over that piece now, can it? Because I have it broke. And that's probably my own fault. These hands go up, they will be used for part of transformation, and then we come down here. We flip up his foot, bring this section all the way down. We flip up his foot to become part of the inner thigh, and we bring this whole section down, and there you have it, the lower torso section of Combiner Wars Titan Class Devastator. His transformation's a 10. It's easy in all modes, no problems, a 10. So in the end, what is he? He's about a 7.5. He's about a 7.5, and that's being generous. He's a little bit better than Scraper, in my opinion, but it's not really enough to save him as a really good figure because of the arm limitations. Let's see when we review this if it makes his 7 any better. So that's part number 5 done. We only have one more left to go before the combined video and then the upgrade kit. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in part number this.